Previously on Car Trek.
AutoTempest has told us to get here with our aging supercar hoopties to have them appraised.
Nope, don't go back there. Nothing to see in the diffuser area.
He's found the tank.
No. He's noticing that none of the panels fit on your car.
Oh no, all right.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
We got 33 for you, sir. Sorry.
You must go to the president's house and take a picture with your cars in front of it.
We have gotten inside Mar-a-Lago.
They said we have to leave right now. So
It's private property and we're gonna call the police.
Doctor, equity, cocaine.
Cocaine, a dealer? Very nice.
Your next test will take your shady-looking rides to one of the most prestigious events in the world, the Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance. You will receive instructions and a care package at your hotel room tomorrow morning. Try not to bogey this one up. Do you know what that means?
AutoTempest's call for a road trip wasn't unexpected, but we had no idea what their care package entailed. But since we were waiting for it to show up, we figured we should make sure our cars were still mechanically ready to make the journey.
guys, we've gone over 1,000 miles and my car has only burned 1 liter of oil, precisely within factory spec. After road racing and drag racing and dyno pulls, that's incredible.
How much is on the ground?
I missed a little bit, but we're topped off, we're ready to go, and I'm excited. Tyler, how's your oil?
I checked it, it's just barely on the tip.
Would you bring some more?
No.
Well, did you check it off or on?
Off.
Well, I made that mistake with my first 360. You have to check it running.
Oh, really?
Yes, why don't we do that now just to make sure that you don't grenade your motor on our last leg of this journey.
Okay.
See? It's good. Exactly as it should be. That's impressive that it didn't burn any at all. He's working it pretty hard. Hold on. Kill this thing. I got a text from AutoTempest. You've got just over 300 miles to get to Amelia Island, and you must make it by sunset. That's right. Ed finally gets to Cannonball. But since we almost got you arrested last night...
You know, you guys, they're taking the license plate on you when you're coming in.
Oh, they are?
It's private property, you get arrested.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Even though it's a club? Okay.
We're not going to try to do that today, so this is not a street race. But as a tenet of cannonballing is to minimize your time stopped, a pass for this leg will be to be stopped for less than 30 minutes total.
Is that possible?
Absolutely, yeah. We stopped for 46 minutes total from New York to Los Angeles, 10 times this far. So yeah, we can do that without any trouble.
So we're cannonballing today.
We'll go fast as well so that we have a little bit of a cushion in case you break down or nothing at all bad happens to my car.
I don't like going fast, but
I'll set the pace. It'll be a blast.
All right.
Oh, a follow-up text. And since Amelia Island is one of America's best-known golfing destinations, and since the Corvette has always been renowned for its ability to accommodate multiple sets of golf clubs, you must carry with you some golf clubs in each car.
I don't golf. That is not something I do.
I didn't bring any.
yeah. And where are we going to put it? Because I am packed jam full.
Oh,
Guys.
Hey.
Guys.
What do we have here?
A little AutoTempest magic here.
Yes, Freddy, they obviously assumed that you had done this properly and bought a mid-engine car where your storage would be here in the front.
This isn't funny. This isn't funny.
Just shut it.
No. Just leave it alone.
Do you have Lamborghini branded luggage?
Yes, it came with one of the cars. Not this one, obviously. It would have been ruined by the flood.
You bought it yourself, didn't you?
I didn't, I promise.
You bought it yourself.
Well, maybe.
I have an entire lounge that I can sit in, and you have enough room for, your balls. Add your balls.
I think I have the only car that's suited for this. The C8 Corvette, of course, is famous for having room for golf clubs and luggage. And this is basically a C8 Corvette, sorta, kinda, not really.
Lawn mowing always happens when I try to make a YouTube video. Just shut up!
Why would anyone do this? This is a stupid sport played by people that just want to get drunk.
Anyway. No, man. There.
I hear men are good at 3D spaces.
Nope. And then we'll buckle up for safety.
So this is gonna go in here. Can't forget the helmet, safety first. Guys, I don't want to do this anymore.
Eventually, we secured our precious cargo and then headed for the highway, at which point Ed had developed a newfound sense of friendly competition.
How fast have you gotten that 362 up on the real road?
I haven't broke 100 yet, that's for sure.
How about you, Freddy?
Yeah, about 130.
On my way down to your place, Freddy, I had a detour through Mexico and managed to get up to about 170 in this thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and press X to doubt. 170 indicated, that would have been what? Like,
Probably 300 miles an hour in real life. Our cars were making light work of Florida's famous Aero Straight highways, which reminded me that some people in the audience might not know exactly what a cannonball is. So I decided to conduct a little history lesson. So the Cannonball Run was not just a wacky 1981 movie, it was in fact a real thing, and there were real people in real cars that raced from New York to Los Angeles several times in the 1970s, and it kind of became the stuff of legend. There were some continuation events after the Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash finished in 1979, but now really it's just idiots like me that decide to go out and see how fast they can do it. And in 2013, my co-driver and I drove from the Red Ball parking garage in Manhattan to the Portofino Inn in Redondo Beach in just 28 hours, 50 minutes. We averaged 100.3 miles an hour over the road, 98 miles an hour overall. Now that record was beaten late last year, but I held it for about 6 years. And it's a big part of my life. I love a road trip. And for me, it was really that holy grail of road trips, this great American idea of how far and how fast we can drive. So we get to do a little bit of that today. It's not going to be at breakneck pace because none of us are going to make tremendous time. It is spring break season here in South Florida, so police patrolling will probably be at a maximum. Of course, speeding tickets are sometimes a cost of doing business when it comes to cannonballing and the like, but at the end of the day, it's really not that big of a deal.
Ed's probably going on about how he won the cannonball and how this is about efficiency and blah, 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 and I have a voice like this. I just want my car to get there in one piece, and preferably not in prison, because that would be bad.
Clearly Ed and Freddy's cars are a lot faster than mine, but as I've said before, I do not care that I have the slowest car. I'm getting the best experience. I am in a very comfortable, open-top car with an amazing engine note, and I'm just taking in the scenery. If you buy something newer than this, a newer Ferrari, it's so fast that you really can't enjoy the car anywhere close to its limit at all. So driving at this speed feels downright boring as opposed to this 360. Going the speed limit or a little over and is plenty thrilling.
So I just took a look at the map, and it turns out that in order to get where we're going on time, we have to average basically the speed limit the entire way. And that might sound not too hard, if only for the fact that we have to basically not stop at all. 30 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but for 3 supercars that are just eating and eating and eating gasoline, that's a tall order. So let me tell you a quick story. The first real nice car that I've had was an Aston Martin Vantage. It was a V8 Vantage, a 2007. I actually bought it from Doug DeMuro. And that was the first car that I bought from somebody that had been sorted. It was totally fine. It didn't have any mechanical issues, and it was an exotic car. Now, exotic it's in air quotes because it only cost me $36,000, which is the price of a Toyota Camry. But I bought it, I loved it. It was everything I wanted it to be. I modified it a little bit, gave it better suspension, gave it better exhaust, and then I sold it because I wanted to do more with my channel, and I needed some money for that. But ever since then, I missed that car so very, very much. I missed the fact that every time I got in it, even though it wasn't really a Lamborghini or Ferrari, it was an event. It was cathartic stepping on the gas pedal and having that car be mine and make that noise. That was just heaven for me. And for me to experience that all over again with something with more power, something with more refinement, and something that looks as good as this does, I can't imagine doing anything better. Well, I was just about to finish up, but thanks.
I know we're all wrong about these cars being better than a C8 Corvette, and I know that these keyboard warriors that chime in every time we mention an exotic car are really not wrong about how good a C8 is, but I just don't care. All of these cars we've proven are fast enough, they handle well enough, they go fast enough around a track. They don't need to be the biggest, baddest, latest, greatest, wonderful, whatever thing that somebody can create. This is older, this is cooler, this is better. And at the very least, we're not trying as hard as going out and buying a brand new C8 Corvette. I then noticed that my car was so much better than everyone else's that it wanted to demonstrate its superiority in another way, by having the highest coolant temperature. Freddy, my coolant temperature is creeping up. It's at about 105. Red is at 115. Normally it's due straight up at 90. What do you think we should do?
We should pull over because your car's about to explode.
Do you see any fire coming out of the back of it?
It wouldn't be fire, it would be of the steam variety.
Nope. And it just died. All right, it restarted, but I don't think it's too happy. I put the roof up to not die of exposure, and I have been running the air conditioning. I guess those days might be departing us. So I know you know a lot more about mechanical things than I do, but are you sure that it's not the gas cap?
It's not the gas cap, no.
Convincing Ed that the problem was not the fault of his gas cap already took 3 minutes away from our allowed stop time, and the Gallardo was hanging on by a thread. It definitely needed to cool down before the next leg of the journey, and this meant that our 30-minute time limit would be wiped out in our first stop. So we had lunch, and after we ate, Ed told us that he had found a very elegant solution to his cooling issues.
All right, I know how to fix a radiator.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you drive a 1950 Ford pickup truck?
No, it's a Lamborghini.
What are you gonna do with that?
It's gonna seal the hole wherever it's all leaking from.
That's not how it works.
That's an old wives' tale.
That's how it works.
That is not how it works.
Well, it's cooled down now. Here, Tyler, you hold that.
Okay.
Got it?
No pressure. That's not good.
It's passes the fingertip test. It's not that low.
Okay. Well,
So what does that mean?
that means that your car is probably heat soaking a bit because you're going too fast. And there's some air pockets in your cooling system. So here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to drive a lot slower.
No.
And you're gonna have to blast the heat the entire time.
What?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Your car's not gonna make it if you don't.
Well, I'd rather break down and go fast than go slow.
Listen, man, it's up to you, but I need to get to Amelia. I don't want to be on the side of the road like this. We've already wasted so much time, and you're the cannonball guy here, so I mean, what?
Just take it easy. Just chill.
Yeah, just chill.
Do I have to run with the heat on?
Yes.
With Ed's flooded failure on bent wheels finally not boiling out the only water it's supposed to have, we dropped the pace down to a smooth 5 miles per hour under the speed limit. Something which made Mr. Bolian not like this challenge very much anymore.
Alright, my top is down, my heat is blasting. I'm not allowed to go fast. We've already been stopped more than 30 minutes. We have proven that exotic cars are terrible for road trips. If I go slow, the vibration hurts. I've got sunscreen in my eyes. I have 2 hours and 25 minutes to Amelia according to Waze. And I will have a heat stroke prior to that.
Poor Ed, he looks miserable. We got an idea to get him a little refreshed.
Ed's not looking like he's in very good shape. But this car is perfect. I have my AC set at the lowest setting. Doesn't matter how hot it gets outside. I'm not getting any sunburn because, of course, I have a hard top and life cannot be better. Literally cannot get any better than it is right now.
But then we experienced another kind of breakdown which had nothing to do with our cars.
My fuel tank is just below half, but my human tank is full. I am yet to go BP right now.
Looks like Tyler has to go.
He's so bad.
With Tyler's bladder level decreased and our fuel levels increased, Tyler and I decided to go exploring, and we found that we had discovered the most Florida of Florida rest stops. I found some souvenirs, and we decided to slap some local flavor onto the back of Freddy's Aston Martin.
Sorry about that.
You were Florida man for a good 15 minutes. In fact, we were all Florida men about to finish the last leg of our journey. But not before Tyler insisted that we get off the highway to take the scenic route. Tyler has brought us to a ferry.
Welcome to Amelia Island.
Why do you say it like that?
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the sun is still up. We beat sunset.
We did. We didn't beat the time, that's for sure.
No, we were stopped for far too long, but
It was somebody's fault.
Yes, your car.
Yeah, and I enjoyed the perspiration to prove it.
This is some of the prettiest road I have ever driven on. So you guys are in for a treat. This is beautiful.
Oh, goodness.
I think we should do something that we haven't done since entire trip. Let's just have fun with our cars, driving as they should. Hopefully, didn't blow up.
Hope not.
Yes. Your car's probably peeing itself being so close to water right now anyway, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a little scared of the water right now, isn't it?
It had a bad aquatic experience.
Since we had now officially reached Amelia Island with our cargo intact for the most part, we made sure that it got to its final destination safe and sound. But then a funny thing happened. That scenic road Tyler was talking about, we found it. Looking back on what we'd done over the last several days, it would have been foolish to think that these cars would have survived. At the start of this journey, we set out to prove that our cheap exotics were better than the newest Corvette, and through a relentless trial by fire, our cars showed their almost countless flaws. But they never gave up. Even with grueling drag launches, hard road racing miles that exposed leaking drivetrains and shattered egos, breakdown after breakdown, botched bubblegum repairs, panic-inducing dyno runs, and road trips that tested our ability to stay out of trouble and keep our sanity in the hot sun, these cars, these amazing, magnificent cars, kept going.
Tyler, pull in behind me. I got nothing. Hi-ho, silver or blue.
Power press. No!
We can do this! We can do this!
What if my last name was Trump?
But yes, if you compare numbers, a C8 Corvette would have been better. There's no question about that. But when it comes to things you can't see on a graph, like the sense of satisfaction for a repair well done, a kind word said by a total stranger, or an adventure between three friends that they'll remember for the rest of their lives, I didn't want to be anywhere else except on this road in this car. And something told me we were all feeling the same way.
A year ago, this car was underwater. 3 weeks ago, it wouldn't go over 50 miles per hour. Its body panels are falling off. Some of them are even missing. Only recently will it accept gas, and its fuel gauge remains a den of lies. It's leaked gallon after gallon of coolant, and the differential had to remind me that it might be filled with water. It fights going fast, and it will shake your teeth out at the speed limit. It has become an involuntary sauna to me, and I'm not sure the smell of mold and perspiration will ever leave it. I may look like a drug dealer, a Ponzi scheme operator, or someone who won the lottery 15 years ago, but I do not care. I love this car. This week it's been my living room, my thrill ride, my mechanical education, and my escape from responsibility. These guys can say all they want, but no one will ever convince me that this car is anything short of absolute perfection.
I gotta tell you, I love this car. I love it so much, but I really didn't expect it to make it here to Amelia Island without some kind of serious problem, but it's made it. But not only has it made it, this car being the oldest and the slowest and supposedly the least reliable has won the most challenges by a lot, and it hasn't slowed Freddy or Ed down one bit. It's just a perfect, plucky little car. Well, perfect's not the right word. The Corvette C8 is perfect. It's fast, it hauls your golf bags, it does whatever you want it to do. But do you really want that kind of practicality in a car that's your extra car that you're not gonna drive every day? That's why people have been putting up with Ferraris for 50 years, all of their quirks and issues and everything. And moving the engine to the back with the Corvette, making it mid-engine, isn't going to fix the personality, the soul of that car like what a Ferrari has. You just can't match it. And that's why I wouldn't be in any other car right now. It's amazing.
Everything that I asked of this amazing car, it's just been given with no issues. Hasn't given me any errors, any warning lights, not even a stumble, because as we know, the best car is always going to be a naturally aspirated V12. This trip could not have gone better, and the fact that this car, along with that Gallardo and that 360, we made it on a budget, and we beat these cars up, and they just came back for more. Man, this trip is just perfect. All right, we're here.
Holy cow. I am very thankful for a chilly night here in Amelia Island after the heat stroke that I enjoyed today.
It didn't overheat again.
It didn't, but it's mad in every possible sense of the word.
Mine's not doing well either. There's something with the F1 gearbox. Surprise, surprise, reverse. Doesn't work sometimes in a lot of traffic and heat. I'll have to turn the car off and on again like an old computer.
That does not matter, okay? None of your problems matter because we are here in Amelia Island. We made it, guys. This entire thing is over.
Hold on. A text from AutoTempest.
Oh.
Welcome to Amelia Island. We cannot believe you've survived this long, but it is not over yet.
Oh.
Tomorrow is for all the marbles. You will take your cars to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel where they will be judged by a representative of the Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance. We know that your cars are far from the condition they normally expect cars to be in, but we have convinced one of their judges to evaluate each of your cars out of a possible score of 100 points.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then he's going to win. I mean, his car's terrible and way overpriced and all of those things, and I can hear it depreciating from here, but...
It's natural for the news car to win because it's the nicest, so he cheats and he wins? That's not fair.
That doesn't make any sense.
Listen, man, you pick the right car, and you get all the prizes. That's exactly how the world works, my friend.
Another text. The raw score will not be the final answer.
Oh.
Each pass you have achieved along the journey will count as an additional 10 points to your score. So I got 2, you got 2. How many did you get?
4.
Oh, so I probably still have no prayer at this, but 20 extra points.
That's gonna make a big difference because your car has original paint, mine actually doesn't.
It has its issues though, and it is certainly far, far, far from original, which is what Concours people like.
So that means that we have to spend the night cleaning our cars. My least favorite thing to do.
I was just getting used to these stickers.
So were we.
Okay.
I like bullet holes. It's like James Bond.
It's like James Bond. That's what I said.
Yes.
That's what I said.
That's it. Even a kill shot up there for you.
I don't think that's what glass does when it's shot, but okay. Yeah. All right.
It's such a reflection of your personality. Yes, food for us, peel for you, and goo gone.
Can you get me some food though? Guys, seriously, I'm pretty hungry. Can you get me some food? No? Really?
If you like this episode, be sure to check out the first few episodes where we choose our cheap supercars and start putting them to the test. And try out our sponsor, AutoTempest.com, to search all the top car listing sites at once for your next ride.